So I'm somewhat curious about this enchantment in Minecraft called Unbreaking. It is practically a universal addition to any tool or item in the game. Now you might think that this enchantment is very simple, and it is. It should just increase the durability of the tool that is enchanted with it, or alternatively, add a chance for the tool to not use durability upon, well, use. The latter is what Minecraft does. However, the fact that it is the latter is interesting. This means that this reliable enchantment has randomness as part of its mechanics. Randomness? RNG? Well, let's just say I got very, very curious about this. But before we get into it, let's detail the Unbreaking enchantment first and foremost. It is an enchantment that can be applied to most weapons, tools, and armor pieces that adds a chance to not consume durability upon using a point of durability. Each durability loss is counted for individually. The chance for weapons and tools to not consume durability is equal to the Unbreaking level over 1 added to the Unbreaking level. So the chance would be 1/2 with Unbreaking 1, 2/3 with Unbreaking 2, and 3/4 with Unbreaking 3, and so on. From this, it can also be said that with the level of Unbreaking, the chance durability is used upon use is equal to 1 over 1 added to the Unbreaking level. So 1/2 with Unbreaking 1, 1/3 with Unbreaking 2, 1/4 with Unbreaking 3, and so on. We can also represent these through percentages right here. You could then infer what would be the average increase in durability you can expect with each Unbreaking level. Specifically, 1 plus the Unbreaking level times is the expected increase, with Unbreaking 1 giving an average of 2x durability, Unbreaking 2 with 3x durability, and Unbreaking 3 with 4x durability, and so on. From this, you can also see how higher levels of Unbreaking would scale. For armor pieces, only 40% of the durability loss is accounted for in Unbreaking, meaning that the durability increase is effectively lower. Okay, theory is cool and all, but we need to apply this in practice. So, to test this, I generated a super flat world and I set up this stone block that replaces itself when broken. I can track how many times that block has been broken with the scoreboard on the right. Then, I gave myself a wooden pickaxe which has 59 base durability. I decided to give this a totally legitimate level of efficiency, so we don't waste too much time on these tests. How fast we break the blocks do not influence the durability value at all, but does mean a tool breaks faster because we are using it many more times within a period of time. Thought I'd point that out before someone else does. I have here 4 groups of 3 wooden pickaxes, one without unbreaking, and the rest of the groups have differing levels of unbreaking. I do this so we have at least 3 trials of each of the 3 unbreaking levels. Let's start testing. First, we have the pickaxes without unbreaking. As you can see, this was consistent with each pickaxe lasting exactly 59 uses. Now, let's try the ones with Unbreaking 1. We expect each to last around 118 uses. Okay, so this first one broke at 109 uses. Let's try the second one. Okay, this one broke at 120 uses. Then we have the final one, which broke at 122 uses. The fact we got different results here basically confirms the random nature of Unbreaking. But let's not stop there. Let's try the Unbreaking 2 pickaxes this time. We expect each to last around 177 uses. So the first one breaks at 161 uses. The second one breaks at 163 uses. And the last one breaks at 158 uses. I must have been somewhat unlucky here. Finally, for the Unbreaking 3 pickaxes, which we expect to last 236 uses each, the first one breaks at 229 uses, The second one breaks at 225 uses, and the last one breaks at 257 uses, significantly more than expected. So as you just saw, the results we got with Unbreaking were not consistent, but the values felt close to the expected durability value anyway, so that's theory proven in practice. But realize this, we are only using wooden pickaxes for the test we just did. Imagine the same test, but with a diamond pickaxe, or a netherite pickaxe. Those tiers of tools have the highest base durability in the game, with 1561 and 2061 durability respectively. The amount broken could be further into the thousands before the tool gives out. Given that Unbreaking is complete RNG, would it be possible then, if you were theoretically the luckiest person ever, that a tool with Unbreaking would last forever? Perhaps, but assuming you want fully infinite durability, this is not possible. You would have to land the 75% chance in the case of Unbreaking 3 an infinite number of times, to which the odds of that would quickly approach 0%. But how about the other way around? If you were theoretically the unluckiest person ever, could a tool with Unbreaking last the same as without it? You might think the answer to this is the same, that being it's not possible. And you would be right if the base durability was infinite, but it isn't. We can only lose the roll so many times, and how many times you can lose the roll is exactly the base durability itself. After all, the tool breaks when we lose that many rolls, right? Let's use an example with the wooden pickaxes again. What are the odds that Unbreaking 1 does nothing for the wooden pickaxe, that being it breaks at 59 uses anyway? Well, the odds that durability is used in this case is 50%, or a 1 in 2 chance. The tool breaks at 59 uses, so in order for this to happen, we just lose this roll 59 times in a row. What are the odds of that? Well, it is simply a 1 in 2 to the power of 59 chance, or a 1 in 576 quadrillion, 460 trillion, 752 billion, 303,423,488 chance. Or this chance as a percentage. That's pretty unlikely, I think. But we can go further than that. How about with Unbreaking 3? The odds that durability is used in this case is 25%, or a 1 in 4 chance. So now, with an Unbreaking 3 wooden pickaxe, the odds of Unbreaking to do functionally nothing is a 1 in 4 to the power of 59 chance, or about 1 in 332.3 decillion. Yeah, that's a whole other level of unlikely. In fact, here it is as a percentage. Wow. But let's go even further. We are assuming all these values with a wooden pickaxe after all. How about the rest? Especially as mentioned before, diamond pickaxes or netherite pickaxes. And just to say, this doesn't necessarily apply to just the pickaxes. Certainly other tools like hoes, shovels, axes, swords, and more, given they have a base durability value. Take this netherite pickaxe right here with Unbreaking 3. What do you think would the odds be that for the lifetime of this netherite pickaxe, that Unbreaking 3 does functionally nothing? Well, I wasn't kidding about that thumbnail. It is a 1 in 4 chance for Unbreaking 3 for durability to be used. A netherite pickaxe has 2031 base durability. Therefore, Unbreaking 3 to do functionally nothing for a netherite pickaxe, this would be a 1 in 4 to the power of 2031 chance. As a percentage, this is what that looks like. Now, if I was an engineer, or probably just any other person, you'd probably round us down to 0%. And that's completely fair. At this point, though, we're just playing with numbers. Can we even see this in game? Theoretically, yes. And to show this, I'll use a faster example with the golden sword. Golden tools have the lowest base durability in the game, with 32, and will work for this proof of concept. I'll be using this rogue piglin for testing. Hitting a mob would consume 1 point of durability in the case of a sword. This golden sword will additionally have Unbreaking 1, which gives it a 50% chance to not use durability on hit. Before we perform anything though, I make a backup of the world and store it in a convenient place. Once that's done, I continue in the world and hit the piglet. Now, if the durability is used, then we make another backup of the world and overwrite the last one. If durability wasn't used, then we just reload the last backup. If you've heard of the term save scumming, this is exactly what we're doing here. We're banking on the RNG to land on the correct outcome every single time, so we reroll when we get an outcome we don't want. Lastly though, how do we track how many times we've used it? Well, I can use another scoreboard, just like the last test, that tracks how many times the golden sword has hit. Along with the magic of editing, I can show that this golden sword with Unbreaking 1 still breaks at 32 uses, which was the base durability. So, Unbreaking has done functionally nothing to extend the lifespan of this golden sword. I'll have an unlisted, unedited video of the full safe scumming attempt in the description below. Now, of course, you can extend this example to, let's say, any netherite tool with Unbreaking 3, but I don't have the patience to reload a world backup thousands of times. I can leave one of you guys patient and or unemployed enough to do this if you want to see this percent chance for yourself. Lastly, as an addendum that I will likely just leave to you guys as well, this presents a neat probability problem. Think about it. Given a tool with a base durability value, enchanted with the level of Unbreaking, what would be the odds that this tool would last a certain amount of uses, or a range of uses? Or, more mathematically speaking, given a tool with a base durability of X, given it is enchanted with Unbreaking of level Y, what is the probability that this tool would last exactly Z uses, or between Z1 or Z2 uses? Leave your suggestions in the comments below, and I might take this into a short addendum video later. This is more of a curiosity more than anything. So, that's all I'm curious about in terms of this very simple enchantment. You might be wondering about the purpose of all this talk. Well, being real, there's really no point to this, as you can just slap mending on a tool and be done with it.